Okay, fine. So let's start our class now. Okay, so in our last class, we were trying to understand how to launch Linux instance, right? How to launch Linux. So see guys, there are three ways through which we can access Linux instance. There are total three ways. The first way is putty and puttygen. Puttygen. Second way is through browser. Through browser. And the third way is through MOBA external. Okay, putty, puttygen, browser, MOBA external. Okay, the first way already we have seen. Today we are going to see the second way. Apart from that, we'll discuss many other topics, small topics are there. Then in upcoming classes, we are going to see third way as well. These are only three ways. Fine, so let's do it now. Let me log into my AWS account. Okay, so I logged into my AWS account. So I'm going to select Singapore, any region, that is up to you. Yeah. Now go to services, EC2. Okay. The first topic that we are going to see, that is quick launch. Quick. How can we launch an instance quickly? Okay. Then after that, I'll show you how to access that one by using browser. Now see here, you can either go to dashboard, EC2 dashboard, or you can directly click here. That is up to you. Okay, let me go to EC2 dashboard. Yeah, here you can see launch instance. So here you can see this key pair and the security group. These are that we created yesterday, right? In yesterday's class. These belongs to that class. Let me delete just to avoid confusion. Go to key pair, select. You need not to delete. Okay, you won't get any bill for that. Delete. And let me delete security groups also, just to show you from the scratch. Okay, so one security group will be there. That's a default one that you cannot delete. Even if you try hard, you can't do it. That is there. That will be there. That's a default one. Yeah, now just hit refresh. Done. Now let me launch an instance. Click here, launch. Choose any operating system. I'll choose Amazon Linux. Any one OS, that's up to you. So here you can find one option, that is, so far we have been selecting this option. Next, next, next. That's what we have selected. But just beside this one, you can see one option, that is review and launch. Review and launch. So when you click this particular option, straight away you jump from here to here, review. You can straight away jump from second option to seventh option. So here it won't show all remaining stages. You might be thinking, say in that case, what are the options which are going to get selected there? See here, T2 micro, that's a default one. That's why already it is selected. That's a default one. That's what it is going to select. Then commit instance, configure instance. Here it is going to select one instance because that's a default one. Okay, one instance. Come into storage. If it is Windows, it takes 30 GB. If it is Linux, it takes 8 GB. It takes 8 GB. So as of now, we selected Amazon Linux. So it is going to take 8 GB. That's a default. Tags, it is not going to take any tags. It is not going to take any tags. Security group, it is going to create one security group. In that, SSH will be opened. Since we selected Amazon Linux. If it is Windows, then it is going to select RDP. Got it? So these things will be selected by default. Number of instances 1, 8 GB, no tags. Tags we can use later on, right? That's why it won't take any tag. Then SSH will be opened. Assume that we have selected Windows operating system. Assume. In that case, here same 1 instance, but here 30 GB it takes. It won't take any tag. Here it is going to take RDP port. That is because for Windows, this is the configuration, right? Okay. Fine. Now let's do it. Just click here, review and launch. So that's right. We'll jump to the final stage. Click here, review and launch. That's it. Where are you now? You are at a 7th stage. Got it? So here, 7th stage. Yeah, that's it. Finally, just click here, launch. Done. Now let me create a new keyword. You can give any name. That's up to you. Today is 7, right? I'll give 7 test. Any name, that's up to you. I'm giving 7 test. Download keyword and launch instance. That is how we can launch an instance quickly. This is what we call quick launch. See, within just 3 to 4 clicks, I have launched my instance. Within 3 to 4 clicks. Got it? That's why cloud became so popular. Okay. Since it did not take any tag, you can give any tag here. Just click that and give any tag. I'll give my test machine. This is my test instance and save. That's it. Over. Done. Your machine is ready. That is how we launch quickly. Got it? Yeah. Now, how to access quickly? Quick access also is there. Quick access. This is what we call browser. I told you that the second way. One is putty puttigen, second way is through browser. That is also we call quick access. So this quick access we are going to use by using browser. So let's see how we are going to access. Simple guys, just click that instance, select, and you can see connect. Connect option, right? Just click on connect. And here you can see EC2 instance connect. EC2 instance connect. Right? And one more click, connect. That's it. Over. No key pair, no need to convert PEM to PPK, no need external tools, nothing. Just one click. That's it. You can see one new window will be opened automatically. And you can see that Linux command prompt. Whatever we have seen yesterday, right? The same thing. You can see. Amazon Linux EC2 instance. That's what. That is how we access Linux. Second way. Let me show you once again. Let me close it. I'm showing one more time. It's very easy. Select your instance, connect, click on EC2 instance connect, and click on connect. That's it. Over. Okay. That is how it works. Right? Yeah. So these are second way. So you understood how to launch quickly and how to access quickly. Got it? Now the next topic is regions and availability zones. Regions and availability zones. If you see here right side, so many regions, correct? List of regions: Singapore, Sydney, Mumbai, Hong Kong, you can see Paris, Bahrain, and number of regions. So AWS kept their physical infrastructure in these regions. Okay. So suppose, see, when I select Mumbai, after selecting, so I selected Singapore, I have launched one instance. This instance got physically launched in Singapore location. Since right now I'm in Pune, from here I'm going to access that instance. That's what we have seen just now. I have accessed. Okay, that means, so you can select any region and you can launch instance. Physically, that will be launched in that region, right? So what these AWS guys, they did, they divided region into availability zones. Availability zones. So in every region, there will be 2 or more availability zones. 2 or more. So see here, this is Singapore region. In Singapore region got divided into 3 availability zones. 1, 2, 3. That means, actually, there are 3 data centers that they kept in Singapore. 3 data centers, A, B, C. Okay. So when you launch in any instance, actually, what is this? This we call availability zones, agent. availability zone. What is availability zone? Something is available in that zone. That's why we are calling availability zone, right? What is that something? Physical infrastructure. AWS kept their physical infrastructure in these availability zones. Don't think that they kept in Singapore one location. No. In Singapore, they selected 3 areas which are very, very far from each other. In that place, they kept their physical infrastructure. Okay. That is how they did. Right? In Mumbai also, we have 3 availability zones. That's all. Okay. So when you launch any instance, that would be launched in these availability zones. It may choose any availability zone that we don't say, we don't know. Suppose, see, I have launched this instance, right? If you want to see in which availability zone it got launched, you can see AP South 1B. AP South means these are region name. You can see Singapore, the region official name is AP Southeast 1. Asia Pacific Southeast 1. In that one, we have 1A, 1B, 1C. 3 availability zones are there. So right now, my instance launched in 1B. So randomly, it selects one availability zone randomly. So that's why here you can see right now my instance is running here. Okay, that is all. Okay. So if you launch any other instance, that may get launched in some other availability zone. We don't know. Got it? That is how it is going to work. Now you might be thinking, Sai, please show me how many availability zones are there. Yeah, if you want to see them, just go to Ec2 Dashboard. Yes, if you scroll down, here you can see 1A, 1B, 1C zones. Okay. These are availability zones in this particular region. Understood? That is what region and availability zone. Now, generally, which region we have to select? Which region? It is always recommended to select a region which is nearest from you. See, right now I'm in Pune. For me, Mumbai is very near Mumbai. So it is recommended to select the region which is nearest to you. I'll give one simple example. Suppose this is your office. You are looking for one house on rental basis. You are getting one house here. One more house somewhere here. House A and house B. Then which one you select? Whether A or B? Obviously, you look for A. Why? Because it is very near to your office. So you can reach out to your office within less time. You can come back. You can avoid traffic jam issues, everything. That's all. You don't choose B because B is very far. Same manner, in the same manner, just this is your laptop. Right now, my laptop is in Pune. And this is Mumbai, because Mumbai region is near. And this is, assume that, North Virginia. Assume. So when I select Mumbai, if I launch any instance, if I select Mumbai region, if I launch any instance, that will be launched here. That will be launched here. So after launching, I can access within less time. My request will come within less time because distance is less. Okay. So this is what we call latency. Network delay. Also we call latency. I'm repeating. Network delay also we call latency. Either you can call network delay or latency. So since Mumbai is very near, that's why latency will be less latency. But if you select a region which is very, very far, then suppose if I select North Virginia, if I launch any instance, so after that I need to access, further my request has to go like this. Load the page, request should come like this. Since distance is huge, that means latency is more, right? So it might take some time, sometimes, okay, to access machine. It might, take some time, not sure. Based upon, because distance is huge, right? Your request should go there, should load the page. It might take some time. So it's always recommended to select a region which is nearest to you. You might be thinking, Sai, then why did you select Singapore? Singapore also near only from India. Singapore also near only. Why I selected Singapore? Why not Mumbai? Because in Mumbai already I have some running servers are there related to my other DevOps class. I don't want to disturb that one. I wanted to show you from the scratch. That's why I selected. My second priority is going to be Singapore. That's why I selected Singapore. Got it? So when you practice, either you can choose Mumbai or Singapore. Suppose right now you are in USA. That time you don't choose Mumbai and Singapore. You choose a region which is nearest to you. Suppose you are in UK, you choose London. If you are in France, you choose Paris. That is it. Got it? So on that basis, you select region and all. Okay. Now, coming to key pairs and security groups. Every time you need not to create new key pairs and you need not to create new security groups. Instead of that, we can use existing key pairs and existing security groups. Got it? We can use existing key pairs and existing security groups. Let me just show you. Now, go to Ec2 Dashboard. Yeah. So right now, see here, we have one instance running, that is test instance. One key pair is there, that is 7 test. That's what we selected. One security group got created by default, right? So out of one instance, one is running. You can see here it is running. Out of one is running. To that instance, one hard disk got attached, EBS volume 8 GB, that is this. Okay. Now what I'll do, let me select same key pair. Let me show you how to do it. Launch instance. Suppose, one second. Let me get my putty and puttygen first. Those we downloaded yesterday, right? Restore. Yeah. So you can see on my screen putty and puttygen, right? These two tools are there. Now I'm going to access this instance by using putty and puttygen. I'm going to access this instance by using putty and puttygen. For that, you need to convert PEM to PPK, correct? So let's do it. Puttygen, that already we discussed in yesterday's class. Okay, click on load, then go to downloads, and here make it all files. Then select 7 test. Okay, save private key. Yes, already you know these things we did. Go to desktop, you can give any name, that's up to you. 7 test. That's it, save. So here what actually we did, we converted PEM to PPK. This is my PPK file, right? So by using this, I can access this instance because this instance file is PEM that we converted to PPK. By using this, I can access. Let me draw one diagram. This is test instance. So while launching this instance, we have selected 7 test.pem. This is the key that we selected. From that, we converted to 7 test.ppk. Right? We converted to PPK. Now, by using this, anyways, I can access this instance. By using this, I can access this instance. Let me show you. That's what actually we did yesterday. Open putty. Now, click here, connect, and see, connect. Now, here, SH client. You can see username @DNS. Okay, copy and paste it. Then go to SH, authentication, and browse for the PPK, 7test.ppk. Open, accept. This is what actually we did in yesterday's class. Okay, fine. Now what I'll do, I'm going to launch one more instance, one more. Okay. I'm going to launch one more instance. So I'm repeating this. You launch this instance. While launching, you have selected 7test.pem that we connected to PPK, and by using this, we access the first instance. Now I'm going to launch one more instance. For that, I'll give a name called demo. Okay, let's launch. Launch instance here, you can see launch. Amazon Linux, any Linux, that's up to you. Here you can see directly review and launch. Or if you go one step back here, you can proceed further. Click here next. Here you can choose number of instances. Here also you can see review and launch. If you click next one more, here also you can see review and launch. That is up to you, up to which stage you want to select your own options. And from there, you can directly click here, review and launch. That is up to you. Okay, so like that's your choice. So T2 micro, yeah, from here, I would like to jump to last. Review and launch. And launch. See, I'm not going to create new key pair now. I'll choose existing key pair. Here you can see in this drop down, choose an existing key pair. The first option, choose an existing. Select. Now here it will show existing key pairs here. You can see in this drop down, it will show existing key pairs. 7 tests are already. Select, acknowledge, and launch. That's it. And view instances. Okay. Now what I did, instead of creating new one, I selected existing key, PEM key, 7test.pem. Okay. From that already we converted to PPK. So by using this key, you can access this instance also. Like that. Okay. That means every now and then you need not to create new key pairs. You launch, you create one key pair that you can use to access any number of instances. There is no limit. Let me show you. Here, let me change name as demo, as per our diagram. Save. Now let's access. Demo. It's not ready yet. Let's wait. It's still in pending state. Yeah, it's ready. Now select demo instance, connect. Username and DNS name. Now putty, you need one more. Just right click and new session. And paste here. SH authentication and browser the same PPK. 7test.ppk. And if you want, you can change the color. That's up to you. So for example, see here, go to colors. Here you can see foreground or background. You can click here both use system that already we have seen yesterday to get reverse colors, font color black and background white. For that, you whatever we did yesterday that you can choose. Or if you want more colors, you can see background. Okay, I want to keep it black. Foreground, you can see foreground, modify. Which color that you want. I would like to go with green. You can choose whatever color. Okay. Open, accept, like that. Okay, so you can do that, is up to you. Okay, that is, got it. Yeah, so here that's the thing. Okay, first let me explain this. So you understood, right? So you launch one more instance. While launching, you select this key pair, and by using this PPK, you can access this one also. That is up to you. Got it. Here you might be thinking, say browser based connection is very easy. Need not to convert PEM, PPK, all those things. Then why are we using putty and putty join? Why? Because this kind of flexibility is there. You can see colors, font and all. It's very clear. You can see the quality wise and all. You can increase the font, decrease the font. You can change the colors. Now you can work easily actually. Okay, you can work easily. But this kind of flexibility that you don't get in browser. So that's why when we use browser-based connection, suppose if you want to run any command, you forget to run one command, quickly you want to do it, you connect and you run, that's it. If you want to work for longer duration, then that is not so user-friendly. So that's why we use putty and putty gen. And one more tool is there, mobile extra. That also we use a lot. That also I'm going to explain. You can use anyway. Ultimately, these are the windows through which we are entering into our machine. You can enter in through any door. Ultimately, whether you are entering, what you are doing, that matters, not through which door you are entering. Got it? That's it. So mostly we use putty gen and mobile extra. Browser based, rarely we use, but you should. Okay. That is one thing. Next thing. See, for every instance, you don't think that it's a username will be easy-life user. Okay, let me launch one more instance. See here, launch instance. Launch instance. Okay. And this time I'll choose Ubuntu. Okay, any voice you can see. Yeah, Ubuntu itself, right? Any voice. So select Ubuntu. The remaining things are pretty same. T2 micro. Directly you can click on review and launch. That is up to you. See, directly review and launch. Okay, now click here, launch. Okay. Yeah, one more thing. I'll show you executives not selected. Yeah, that I'll show you later. Okay. So here also I'm going to select same key. You can see choose an existing key pair, 7 test. Launch instance and view instance. So here you can give any name. I'll give as Ubuntu. If it's up to you. Okay. Now, if you want to access Ubuntu, username won't be ec-user. Username would be Ubuntu. I'll show you. Yeah. Select Ubuntu, connect. Here you can see it is Ubuntu. But you need not remember directly. Whatever they are giving, you use that one. Okay, that's up to you. That's what they're giving. Later on, when we learn Linux, that time I'll tell you I'll show you how to create RO user accounts, how to set passwords, all those things. So here, if you want to access this instance, suppose see you are copying only DNS name. I'm not copying username. Okay, open putty and new session. New session. Okay. Network. Is there any network issue from my side? Guys, can you able to hear me, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Everyone.
There is, I think there is some.
Yeah, we can hear, but sometimes it's
getting lagged
from your side
because you can see the signal in red color from your side.
I mean, is it same for everyone?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes it's breaking from your side.
It's getting fluctuated. That's what we're trying to say.
Okay. Yeah, you'll see one more time. If not, I'll connect to different network. Okay. Now, what we are doing here, I'm going to enter only DNS name. Whether it is Ubuntu or EC2 or any instance. See, I'm not entering username. You can see only DNS name. You don't find any username. Just DNS name, then upload key, desktop. Yeah, select the key, open. Okay. Now, click here, open. Since you did not enter username, that's why when you log in, then here it will ask you to enter username. So here you can enter. What's the username? If it is Amazon Linux, ec-user. If it is Ubuntu, username is Ubuntu. Ubuntu. Now press enter. Yeah, now you can log in. That is so. Ubuntu, right? Ubuntu is a bit different. It is a bit different. That's why you can see this one in a different manner. Because Ubuntu OS is a little bit different. That anyways, we are going to use in our Linux in DevOps. That anyways, I'm going to explain. Okay. That is so. So while launching, if you don't give username, after when you log in, then it will demand for username. It's not like every time you have to log in by using username only, DNS name only, you can use IP address also. For example, let me close okay, this green one. Okay, I would like to go to my demo. So what you do here, you can see public IP. Public IP. You should not select private IP. You should not. Very, very important. Later on, I'm going to explain network related concepts and all. That time I'll explain the difference between public IP, private IP. Very, very clearly. As of now, you select only public IP. You can see these are. Or directly you can click here, that will be copied. Copied public IP, open putty, new session. Then here you paste here IP. Okay. Or username @IP. That is also fine. Now take that key, open and open. Since you did not enter username, now it will demand for username here. What is the username for our Amazon Linux? EC2-user. EC2-user. Now press enter. That is also fine. Right? So there are ways, multiple ways. You can use your own way. That is up to you. Okay, all are kind of same, almost same. Okay. Fine. So I hope you understood this one. Yeah. Ubuntu, see guys, graphical is not there. Whatever operating system, Linux operating system that they are giving, Graphically is not there. But outside, yes, we can use graphical, we can install, but we should not use. We don't use graphical. Why it is so that you will understand in Linux class. Because since we are not using graphical part, that's the reason we are getting so many advantages. If you use graphical again, then it's kind of Windows only. So we don't use that actual why we are not using graphical. I'll be explaining in Linux class. Okay. So yeah, these are the things. I hope you understood till here. Right. So if you stop, you can start simple. If you can see it, stop. See, I have stopped. I have not terminated. I just stopped these instances. After stopping, again, you can start. That is what actually we are going to do most of the cases in our regular classes. These you must know, guys, because if you are good at these things, then happily you can work, when we start DevOps, we can work easily because we use these options again and again. That's the reason. Some of you know these things, that's okay. Don't feel bored. When we start Linux, that time onwards, you feel interested. Those who already know AWS. String. Yeah, you can say it is stop. Now we can start again. Simple. You can start and you can use. Simple. Here you can see. Select that instance and start. Right. Once you stop, then start option will be enabled. Yes, you can start. Then after starting, same. Click on connect, get the DNS name and username, and you open putty and you access. Already your PEM is with you. That is all. So in our upcoming classes, we are going to discuss how to use MOBA Ec2. MOBA Ec2. So when we use that particular tool, MOBA Ec2, the third way, that time we need not to convert PEM to PPK. Directly we use PEM file itself. Directly. That we'll discuss there itself. Okay. In that class, then you will understand easily. Okay. Yeah.